This is Charles Kao with TravelMole TV in Fort Lauderdale, Florida at the PhoCusWright Conference with Michael Strauss, who's the CEO of PAS Consulting. Good afternoon, Michael.
Good afternoon, Charles.
What does PAS Consulting do?
We offer access to inventory on content from various sources to one single point of sale. This point of sale could be an API, or it could be any of the corporate booking engines, agent desktop, or internet booking engine.
Give an example of the major databases you access and some of the more boutique ones.
We are connected to all the different GDSs, such as Amadeus, Sabre, Travelport, but also to low-cost carriers such as Indigo or a SpiceJet or a Condor. So a lot of different content providers.
How many airlines would you say? How many total airlines and travel type databases?
Well, there's already 480 airlines in the GDSs, and there's content aggregators we are connected to that have probably another 200 airlines, and then we are connected to approximately 40 other third-party providers, and among those are probably 20 airlines.
While people out there might think, oh, just another GDS interface provider, you're really one of the major players out there.
Well, it's not a GDS interface. It's basically we make that connection unique because our XML is the same across all these different content sources. So basically our clients, they only have to connect to us, and then they can open up the whole travel space.
And your clients often tend to be third-party travel technology providers, like Farelogix and such.
It's third-party technology providers, New Travel and others, Farelogix you mentioned, but also the GDSs themselves. They use our technology to access the other GDSs.
Oh, right.
And
okay.
And then there is a number of travel agencies out there, and sometimes even corporations themselves. Then there is Medex and some other security companies who just need the access to the PNRs, to the passenger name record, to the data.
You were just telling me about how you came to PAS Consulting. Previous to that, roughly 15 years ago, you were with Siemens. You were in mobile technology. You were really thought that the world was going to change with mobile, but it was a little early for Siemens and others, so you took a little detour and took this job with PAS Consulting, and PAS Consulting being a German company with office here in Florida. And you've stayed on because, as you say, you found a new challenge, which is this whole GDS connection, GDS world, and how the connections work and the finances work. And you've been maybe a little, the reality of making any changes to that GDS distribution dawned on you a bit stronger, what some people call GDS bypass. So you wrote a book recently about this whole subject matter. What do you see as being static versus dynamic in the GDS world?
Well, I think there is a couple of different options there, and that's something I described in my book as well. Number one is it all stays the same. The GDSs will move on as they do right now, so I don't think that's going to happen. So the GDSs will either have to adopt, and then they can continue to be a major player in the industry because they have all the relationships. They don't have the really technology advantage anymore, but they definitely have the contractual relationship because they have contracts with 480 airlines, and they have contracts with all the TMCs out there and so on. But there is also the possibility that one other major player steps in and totally changes the industry. And this other major player could be a great company, a huge company, including Google with ITA software, but it could also be a different nation. So these are the two options I see. So do I bet on any of these options? I don't really know. I think the industry will go on a little longer as is for the next 2 or 3 years, but then we really have a shake-up and either somebody outside the industry steps in or the market is going to move.
Now, the GDS exists, if I'm correctly, for profit, for the roughly $5-6 billion a year of revenue that they generate for their shareholders. But if this gorilla, let's say Google or somebody big, Microsoft, gets into it, that's peanuts, right? It wouldn't be that
It's definitely not for the money. It's just these companies, they do a very good job in seeing where's a lack of innovation and then just fill that gap. They did. Apple did that with the music industry. Everybody was trying to get download music from the internet when there was the Napster, times of Napster, and nobody really took Napster seriously. And all of a sudden, well, here's Apple, and they changed the industry. And they even profited from that. But Google takes a different approach. They don't really want to profit from the industry itself. They want to profit from advertising. So one of these big ones, they could step in and change the industry. And then you always look at China and other countries. They have the biggest travel growth right now, and they need to do something for themselves. And if they develop a good system, they can bring it to the other market as well. And I'm sure we offer them good systems and we tell them how to do it, and that's why they probably just take what's good and recompile it and sell it under their own name.
Michael Strauss, what is the name of your book about GDS?
It's Value Creation and Travel Distribution.
One more time, please.
Value Creation and Travel Distribution.
And that's available on Amazon.
Amazon.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.